Hello, good day everyone. So this is me again, Madam Trisha Inventor, and I will be talking about Module 2, Representation and the Philippine Canon. So it's now time to answer Module 2, read and answer Module 2. Again, um, I regret to inform you that the book is not yet here in Pagadian. So it has not yet arrived, but don't worry. We are contacting the company where we ordered the books. But don't worry, I will provide you this video, the PowerPoint, and pictures of the book for your guide. Okay, now we talk about Module 2, Representation and the Philippine Canon. So we have the pre-assessment. So this is what you are going to answer before before anything else. So pre-assessment, you have to research and then answer. Um, Research on the life and times during the Marcos era. Okay, to be clear, do not research about the life of Marcos. Research about the life of the Filipinos during the time of the Marcos era. So, um, we have here three questions. I will send a picture of the book to you. So we have here three questions, and then just answer these questions in a sheet of paper. Whether it's a bond paper or a yellow paper, I will accept that as long as it's clean, please. Don't give me a scrap paper, please. So use it back to back. It's fine. Okay. Let me just remind you, please use the same paper for all the activities in Module 2. Tas lahi sad atong Module 1 ha. So, tanang activity sa Module 1 sa isa ka papel or duha ba ka papel, and then lahi sad ang papel na gamiton sa Module 2. Tapos, please, butangin ninyo og Module 2 sa babaw. Module title, activity title, butangi please para sa yun ra pag-check and pag-record. Okay, now we will go to reading 1, the dramatic situation and the persona. So in here, we have a long text here in the book, but I will just cut this short and talk this I will talk about it now. So, oppression and struggles against it. So, oppression has been the common theme in the Philippine literature before in our past time. Even now, it's still a common theme. Meaning, mo siya ang topic ba? Ang topic, ang message sa mga Philippine literature, mga poems, mga works, labaw na atong panahon ni Marcos. So, everything, it talks about the less privileged that are oppressed by the elites. So, sorry, Bisaya, oy. It's oppressed by the elites. So, this story, the stories before, the poems before, stories before are talks about giunsa pagdaog-daog sa mga tawo sa una, nganong nadaog-daog man sila. So, because of the government before, people were less privileged. So, what they don't have all the freedom. So, this is what the dramatic situation is all about before. So, mao na nga ang mga writers dito nila gipagawas sa ilahang work, tanan nilang kasakit about the government, about what they have experienced during the governance of President Marcos. Okay. Now, writings that expresses oppression in its stories. So, even before pajod sa Marcos governance, um, naanagi mga stories or works, literary works created by different writers nga that talks about oppression. So first is No Limitangere by and El Filibusterismo by Jose Rizal, Hibik ng Pilipinas ng Ilang Espanya by Hermenegildo Flores, Sagot ng Espanya sa Hibik ng Pilipinas by Marcelo H. del Pilar, Katapusang Hibik ng Pilipinas by Andres Bonifacio. So as you can see, sa word palang daan na hibik, 'di ba? It's like people or the Philippines itself is has been oppressed. So has been less privileged during this time or these times. So unsa man gid ay pasabot sa oppression. So moto kung Bisayaon pa nato na oppression meaning hidaog-daog ang mga tawo, meaning they don't have all the freedom to do what they like, what they want to do, meaning limited ang ilahang mga lihok. So that is oppression. Next, Philippines as a third world nation. So in this reading, it also talks about the third world. So what is the meaning of third world? So it refers to countries not aligned with the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. So NATO and the communist bloc during the Cold War of the mid 1970s. And Philippines is not part of the NATO and the communist bloc. So Philippines is considered a third world country. So mao lang unta ni siya ang meaning sa third world country, but eventually as time passed by, third world nation or country later on nga meant poverty and economic lack, least developed countries, emerging economies, global south, constant dependence on the first world. So pagka later on, imbes ang meaning ra sa third world kay kini, oh no, this one, it later on meant nga basta gani third world nation, third world country kay pobre nga country, poor country. Ubos ang economy sa ana nga country. You know, kanang nag-struggle kana nga country, less developed nga country. So kanang murag ubos ang panglantaw sa mga tao ba sa third world country. No, first world country gani kanang America. So kanang mga rich country who are capable of providing the needs of the people. Kita Philippines, yes, somehow we can say that we are poor, but we are rich in no natural resources naman. But it's just that maunta to'y makapadato nato, but it's just that wala siya nagamit og tarong sa mga tawo, sa mga Filipino, most especially the the people who has the power. So mga corrupt. Because of them, that's why we are poor. Not naman poor, siguro less developed country. Okay, next we have here in the reading two, we have a poem. Okay, just a heads up, m- the title and the author there is wrong. So sayop ang libro. As you can see, Mayon by Christian Cordero ra gihapon ang title ug ang author. So mao man na siya katong sa Module 1 nato. So, kining reading 2, ang title sa poem is Third World Geography by Cirilo F. Bautista. Again, I repeat, kanang naa dira ang title, mali na siya, and the title is Third World Geography by Cirilo F. Bautista. Okay. Sa ubos sa poem, you have there another activity, just like in the module 1. So, the instruction is to respond critically to the following questions to process the selection. So, here, You are going to answer again the questions just like what you've done in the first module. So the poem is written with a sarcastic tone. Refer to lines from the poem to explain your answer. So kaning number 1 bitaw, the poem is written with a sarcastic tone. Refer to lines from the poem to explain your answer. Mura ni siya inyong i-prove nga sarcastic ang tone sa poem. Okay. And then list, and then what could the act of getting up refer to, explain. Okay, so please read the poem and understand the poem. Now, in reading 2, there's an explanation there about the poem. So we have there, uh, it's about the poem. Third World Geography is about the experience of our country, Philippines, under the governance of President Marcos and how the country suffered from poverty. Okay, let's admit it or not, si President, like every president man siguro, naagi na sila, of course, natabang sa atong country. But of course, naapod sila yung mga nabuhat nga dili makamaayo para sa country. So in President Marcos, at first he was good. He was like the best president this country could ever have. But later on, naging gahaman siya sa power, sa money, and that is why no nag-fell apart ang lahat. So siguro nagsugod ang tanan sa martial law. That is when the people saw the changes in the country and in President Marcos. And then, um, so that is what the poem is all about. So it's about how our country suffered, how the people became, their action became limited. So it also gave hope. But at the end of the poem, it talked about hope for a miracle to come one day for this country. So, moto siya. That is what the poem is about. Also there in the poem, you can find allegorical image. So this is used by writers to reveal a hidden meaning, mostly the message of the poem or the story. So kani siya ang mga words na ginagamit sa mga writers para to provide hidden kanang bitaw hidden meaning kumbaga sa ilaha pa maong gibuhat ni nila nga mga writers is that it's because sa una manggod sa panahon ni Marcos, basta gani magsulat ka og mga stories, mga poems, mga short stories, novels nga gikontra nimo si Marcos, prisohon ka or kaya any harm will be done to you. So, mostly prisohon. So, parehas sad sa panahon ni Rizal. So, si Rizal, he wrote Noli and Elfili. Noli and Elfili contained a story or stories nga that talks about the negativities of the Spaniards, the Spanish colonization in the country. But he used different characters. If you know, siguro sa college or even siguro sa senior high ninyo na discuss na ni, siguro sa inyong mga history teacher, I'm not sure. But sa Noli o sa Elfili, naato siya yung mga characters nga gipanggamit. Lahi ang name, pero kumbaga kani nga character, for example example si Maria, ang character nagrepresent ni siya sa sister ni Rizal, si Juan nagrepresent sa brother ni Rizal. Kumbaga kato nagamit siya og mga allegorical image nga lahi nga mga words ang gigamit, lahi nga mga pangalan ang gigamit to hide the original meaning. Kay para inig-publish sa work, no, dili kay siya medyo direct to the point, kumbaga. So they have to use allegorical image to hide meaning, the true message of the poem para dili sila mapahamak. So mao na siya purpose sa allegorical image sa panahon sa una. And then here, as you can see, if you read the poem, wala gi-mention ang word nga Philippines ug wala sad gi-mention ang pangalan ni Ferdinand Marcos. Instead, Mr. Cirillo used the word country. So to represent the word Philippines. He used the words man who watches over it. He used the word man to represent President Ferdinand Marcos. So mo to siya ang purpose ngo wala niya gi-specify pero kabalo siya nga naatoy hidden meaning. And syempre pagbasahon if ever mabasahan ni President Marcos, syempre di siya kapalag no nga ala basig ako ni ha imong gikuan kay wala man dito gi-mention ang iyahang name, wa man gi-mention ang Philippines. 'Di ba? So wala ra gyapon siya mabuhat. So mo na siya purpose sa allegories. Again, allegories and symbols are synonymous, meaning almost the same, but they are different because allegories are more specific than symbols. Kaning symbols, more than one point of reference, meaning more than one ang iyahang meaning. Mas malawak, kumbaga, ang symbols. Mas specific ang allegories. So please just read the poem and then Monisha, just understand this part of reading 3 para mas masabtan pa nato ang message sa third world geography. And then reading 4, this is about the poet Cirilo F. Bautista. So this is Mr. Cirilo Bautista. He is a national artist for literature. So he was born in 1941. He studied AB literature. He graduated that as his with that course as his college course in UST as magna cum laude, 'di ba? He also graduated MA or kanang masters degree in literature in St. Louis University as magna cum laude pa rin, 'di ba? Sana all kaayo, very intelligent. And then he also finished his doctors of arts in language and lit sa De La Salle de Manila University. So, there, um, if you will read the reading for, you will notice that he has a lot of awards. He won very numerous awards. And he is not only recognized in the Philippines, he is also recognized outside. So, international siya. Internationally, he is recognized. So, some of the awards that he won is Carlos Palanca Memorial Awards, Hall of Fame, diba? Hall of Famer si Mr. Cirillo. So, other than this, he also won Philippines Free Press Awards for Fiction, Manila Critics Circle National Book Award, and Gawad Balagtas, and many, many, many more in the years of his existence. So, Cirilo F. Bautista is not just a writer, he was also a professor or a teacher. Professor Emeritus, meaning, kumbaga siya ang ning puli, siya ang ning sunod sa isa ka professor dito of literature still at De La Salle de Manila. So, kung siya ning graduate sa iyang doctor's degree, dito siya nagtudlo. Very, very big sana all. Okay. And then, next one. So, this is just about, sa tawag ani, Cirilo F. Bautista. Few facts about him. So, again, he's a writer, at the same time, a professor. He already retired, but then he still chose to teach. Di ba daghan man taog teacher nga ang tawag ani nga Professor Emeritus. Siya ang teacher nga humana, manay ang term, pero naara gihapon siya, nagtudlo ra gihapon siya. So, mauna siya. And then, that is Cirilo F. Bautista. If you like to know more about him, you can research. Reading 5, Canon and Representative Writers. Canon means original works during a specific time, but here we will focus on the Marcos regime. Um, Canonical collection of works considered to be valuable to the Philippine society. So here, this work of Cirilo F. Bautista is considered as part of the canonical collection of works. So, basagani part sa canonical collection, meaning it is very valuable for the Philippine society, for the Philippine literature, no Philippine history itself. But then again, since President Marcos before kana bitaw nagahaman siya sa power, mao to siya gi-control niya ang production of this work. So 'di ba murag nahitabo siya second time sa Pilipinas. Una katong si Jose Rizal gi-control sad ang production. Not only Jose Rizal, during his time, writers during his time gi-control sad ang mga books, mga works atong panahon na. I-control ang production, gitwist ang mga stories in favor to them, in favor to President Marcos, and then writers were forced to comply or else they will be arrested, they will be harmed kung dili ka musunod nako. And then still, it's not just dictated, but, okay, canonical works or canon works still is, it's not just dictated by the government. It's still the society because it's the people who writes, no? It's the people who writes. Naara gyud na sa courage sa writer kung kaya niyang suwayon, kaya niyang i-sacrifice iyang self para lang jud ma-speak out ang iyahang thoughts para ma-save ang country. Just like what Jose Rizal did. But, still, this is all part of history. It's up to us if we believe, because of course we all are not yet born during this time. Even I'm not yet born during this period of time, and then it's just up to us if what story, no, unsa ang story atong tuuhan. Di ba na sila Marcos is like this and like that, then di ay na napoy story nga gipalabas lang, gidaot lang siya na he is bad. Kato 'di ba ana sila siya ang gapapatay ni Aquino, ni say ngalan ano ni Ninoy, Noynoy, Ninoy, sorry, Ninoy the father, Ninoy Aquino, si Benigno, siya kuno ang nagpapatay sa iyaha. And then here comes another story that says, um ang mga parente ni Corazon, mga kuwangko ang nagpapatay ni Ninoy. Oh, 'di ba? We don't know what really happened, but it's all part of the history, and it's part of what we need to learn because we are Filipinos. You have to learn what happened before, bisag wa pa ta na tawo sa una. Okay, here, please, reading 6, interviews with a writer. Here is an activity again for you. So, after all the discussions about the works, literary works in our past times, we learn that mostly of the message of these works is oppression. Oppression meaning pagdaog-daog sa mga tao, sad life before. Now, I want you to research about other instances of oppression that is happening around the world now, in this time, okay? Sa una, ang mga oppression, ang form of oppression sa una, kay kato, sa mga writers, they are controlled. People are controlled. They don't have the freedom. Now, in our time, modern times, or even now, during this current time, especially that we are facing this pandemic, what do you think is another form of oppression that we are experiencing? We, or maybe the poor people, are experiencing. No, daghan kaayog klase. Example na anak kanang about sa ayuda, or maybe o dili matagaan og help ang uban because naiga control naigaing ani. So I want you to research about this and then answer the questions. So the questions in here, what are the instances of oppression happening now? Can you identify some of them? So just identify one or two or three. Okay. Ayaw lang po ng daghan kayo. Okay, now please use the same paper for this activity. And then for the last one, you have there the assessment. It's fill in the blanks. This is just easy. You can find all the informations needed, the answers needed in the book. You just have to read and explore. So please answer directly and then make sure to write, please naman, write your names. Make sure to write your names. Kinadri ubang modules nga walay pangalan. Please, sayang inyong points. And then please put the activity title. For example, pre-assessment, and then assessment. And then please put module 1 or module 2, okay? Para paspas ang tanan. Okay? Pinaspasay po tayo. Okay. So please watch this video if you have questions, more questions and clarifications about after watching this video, just message me. Thank you very much and God bless and please keep safe. God bless everyone. Bye.